Welcome to another edition of Walton Entertainment. Today we'll have more news, information, and entertainment from your local hometown.
This is Mo and Rick, and they're from Loganville, and they're going to be demonstrating some self-defense techniques. And their dummy is called Bob.
Yeah, this is Bob. And, you know, as you can imagine, if you were to see somebody in the water with no arms and no legs, what would his name be? Bob. But anyway.
He's on your front porch, his name's Matt, right?
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, I'm going to turn it over to them, and they're going to teach some self-defense techniques that might be helpful to you in a bad circumstance. So.
All right, well, first of all, you know, we're both in Taekwondo, as you can tell by the outfit. And we're both 5th degree masters of Taekwondo. And to be a 5th degree master, it takes many, many years. So we've both been doing it for a long time. And, okay. Anyway, Mo, my father here, well, he's older. I'm older. He's 6 months older than me. We both started, so as far as seniors go, we both started at 53 years old, okay? I am 75 right now. Mo is 76. You've got me by 6 months. So, like I said, we're both masters of Taekwondo, 5th degree black belts. To be a 5th degree black belt, it takes, like I said, many, many years. And we both tested at the same time at most of our tests. Mo is also ex-special forces. I mean, that doesn't hurt anything either. That was a while ago. But anyway, what we're going to try to show you is that no matter what your age, you have some means of defense against somebody who's going to come against you. And who's going to come against you? Most of the people that are going to try to come against someone, a senior, is looking at you like, you know, he's helpless, he's weak. He can't do anything to defend himself. So most of the time you're going to have kids, for the most part, that are going to be the people that are going to try to come against you, hurt you, take something away from you, and that's what we're going to try to show, that you do have means of defense. And some of the means of your weapons that you have available right now are your, here.
Car keys. That's a self-defense mechanism too. So if you're walking out to your car, ladies and gentlemen, as far as take a key between 2 fingers, and that could be part of your self-defense. That well too. You can hurt somebody. Individuals that wear glasses, you take off your glasses, the corner point right here. That.
He needs a microphone. Yeah, we can't hear you.
Oh, you can't hear me? How about now? Good. Like I said before, as far as keys, take a key in your hand when you go back out to your car. Also, just to step backwards a little bit, always park in a lighted area. And if you have a friend, walk with your buddy. Also, your glasses, the corner of your glasses. If something comes up, take your glasses off. That can basically be part of your self-defense technique as well too. So that's basically some of the things that you have on hand. Ladies, you got a purse? Purse is awesome. Okay? That probably weigh about 5 to 10 pounds depending on the individual. Okay? So you can wing that around, slap them on the head, whatever. It's just basically just to take care of yourself.
Okay, the other thing too, you got today, for whatever reason, in this day and time that we are, you have a lot of carjackings going on. And with the carjackings, you know, they're coming up, they want it. If you're outside of your car, you want my car? There are the keys. Leave me alone. You got to go get the keys. You want my wallet or something like it? You may even throw your purse. You want to get away. You do not want to be hurt by it. So that's just some of the things you got. Cane. A lot of you have a cane. Cane is an awesome weapon. And we'll get into that just a little bit later. But it's an awesome weapon. What do you have without anything? Okay. You have your hands. Okay. You have your hands, which can be used in many different ways. You have your elbows, which can be used in many different ways. An elbow can be used to strike. It can be used to come back. You have your knee. Oh, you know what area that, you know where that all of you know where that one's going. Okay. In addition to that,
Well, there goes to childhood.
in addition to that, you have your feet, which you can stomp, you can kick. Anybody watch the movie, no, what's the name? Yeah. Roadhouse. Everybody watched Roadhouse. What's one of the big lines in there? You kick the biggest man in the knee, and he'll go down like a stone. Okay? So that's some of the things. You have, as far as on your body, like I said, you have your palm. You also have a flat hand. What are you going to do with that? On the ear. Like Bob. Okay, Bob. What that's going to do is it can break the eardrum and cause unbelievable pain. But we're going to show you some of these methods and all that. A lot of people think, okay, I can hit them with my fist. We're not going to try to teach you how to hit with a fist. Most of you think, well, that's the first thing I'm going to do. To make a proper fist, you need to know how to make the fist. You need to know how to throw the fist. Because to make a proper fist, you have to come back. You got to twist. You got to hit with the right knuckle. Way too much information. Okay? An open palm is an awesome weapon. I've got a picture here that you can pass around if you want to see it. What that is part of our black belt testing for 4th degree. That's one of your
Decorative
decorated bricks that are this thick, and part of our test, myself and one other, have to break that with a palm. Okay? And as you can see, that is being broken. I don't know how they got this picture. It was just, the thing is still in the air. It hadn't hit the ground yet. But that's the power of a palm. We'll pass that around if anybody wants to.
Well, just think about basically when you rattled your kids with a palm, right? You didn't hit them with a punch. You listen to me, right? Use that concept.
Okay, now, areas of the body that we're looking at, okay? Like I said, you good. You go. You go.
There are basically, of course, I'm not going into it in much detail, but from your head to your stomach, there are like 150 pressure points. We're not going to go into that. But certain areas you can, okay, right here, solar plexus, right here, Adam's apple, okay, right here, underneath the nose, over here, the temple area, okay, very, very dangerous. You can use that with here, slap them this way. So there are a number of ways as far as on self-defense, somebody's trying to grab you and trying to get out of it. But there are basic rules of self-defense. Can somebody tell me what the rules of self-defense are? Actually, there are no rules in self-defense. Everything goes. Anything, okay? You don't have to be very sophisticated as far as trying to get out. Your main objective in self-defense is get the blazes out of there. Okay? Don't confront the individual. Don't try to fight that person. Your main objective is just to get away and yell, scream for help. So, again, there are no basic objectives as far as for self-defense are concerned. Anything goes.
And by what we're saying, anything goes, we're going to show you a few ways of escaping different areas, like if you're being held and things like that. But, one of them involves grabbing a finger. What do you do when you grab the finger? You don't just pull it, you don't be nice to them, you break it. You snap it. You're out here protecting your life. I mean, these things can save your life. So you're going to inject as much pain as you can to get away. I mean, one of the worst things you can think of and that you can think that someone would do, if you're in a life or death situation, right here, and that thumb doesn't stay right there, it goes in.
Into the eyes.
You can't be afraid. You've got to protect you. I mean, you've got to defend yourself because you may die if you don't. And that's what we're trying to prevent. We're trying to show you different things that you can do as a person that can save your life. So, what else are we going to tell them?
Well, like say if somebody tries to grab your hand, okay, he's going to try to grab my hand.
All right, we're going to drop the mic and we'll talk loud, but we need participation here between ourselves.
Put it on the ground. Okay. Somebody tries to grab my hand. Okay. The weakest point in anybody's hand is what? Who said the thumb? That lady is correct. Okay. So if you want somebody tries to grab your hand, all you do is you turn into the thumb. Okay. Or you break away from the thumb, but never turn into the hand itself. So again, he grabs me, I'm going to turn. He's a strong guy, okay?
And I'm
for
not,
76,
I'm not
he's
holding him easily, by the way.
Okay, for 76, he's okay. So all I'm going to do is just I'm going to turn into the thumb real quick, like that. No one can hold him. Okay. No one.
All right. So wait a minute. That's with one hand. What if you grab me? What if you grab me with two hands? Now what are you going to do? You're going to come across. Where's his thumbs? Here and here.
Right here. Right
So
here.
you go. Yeah. Here and here. Going to come across. Grab your hand and pull.
Handcuff.
Okay. So that's just two areas that they may.
Well, if somebody tries to grab you with both hands, the quickest way you're going to get out of that is hit that person where it hurts the most. For men, hit the groin. Okay. Also, somebody grabs you with both hands, okay, like that. You got your other hand right here, like Rick said. Bam. Hit him in the ear. Or the eyes, like you ever see the Three Stooges, The guy goes like this. So anything goes. Anything goes.
Like I said, in the upper body, you have a lot of areas that are vulnerable. One of the weakest areas is the solar plexus. Okay, both of us are in pretty good shape. So this abdomen, part of the abdomen, if you hit me in here, it's not going to bother me. This right here, I cannot tighten up. I cannot flex. I cannot flex.
What do you have for lunch?
But that's what I said. Here, as far as that. With the palm, we were talking about before, it can hit the chin. It can hit the bridge of the nose. So, these are areas that you can do. It doesn't take that much. You just got to be willing to do it and use as much speed and force as you can. Don't be timid. Try to keep your head too. That's the biggest thing. People panic. Okay? Try not to panic. Try to keep your head about you and see what they're doing. Try to use some of the things we're trying to show you today and, do it. All right, so I grab him or he grabs her. No, I'll grab you this time. You do your thing and I'll do mine. All right, I got the thing I like to do. So they come up in front of you.
First of all, again, that person is very vulnerable right here. Okay, so like I said, you want to make self-defense as easy as possible. Don't look at all the fancy things that you might see on TV. Okay? So you basically do the simplest type things. So somebody grabs you here, okay, you can step back, use your right hand or use your left hand, it doesn't matter which hand. You can actually step back, block, come right across his arms, that person's arms. Then again, you've got that palm of your hand, you come back and hit it this way. Okay?
All right, now he grabs me. This just happens to be my favorite little thing. I call it the wave. You know how they wave at the ball games and stuff like that? Do a wave. Come across, back, elbow, back fist. And like I said, the elbow can be used in many different ways. I can hit him here with it. I can come back here with it. I mean, that is a strong, strong bone right there. Let's see. Coming behind.
Somebody tries to get you from behind, grabs you, grab you like a bear hug. Bear hug. Like a bear hug. Okay. Somebody grabs you from behind, you're not going anywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, okay, all you need to do is fall. Drop, relax, and fall. Very difficult for a person to pick up dead weight. So when you fall, you go down on your knees, he's not going to pick you up. Then once you're down, again, that individual is very vulnerable.
Yeah. Also, should you get in that position, all right, should you have to be on the ground? How many movies have you seen when the guy's on the ground, he's like this, what's this guy doing? He's kicking the hell out of him. If you happen to have to hit the ground, go into fetal position like this. Now all he can hit is your back. It's not going to hurt that much there. Cover up. That's what a dog, if you ever watch your dogs, you get a little doggy that's going against a bigger doggy, what's he do? He gets down or gets on his back like that. And if he's on his back like that, this guy's standing there, there's all kinds of little things you can do. But don't, if you get on the ground, don't do this. It's one thing you don't want to do.
Before we go on further, does anybody have any questions as far as what we're trying to do, what we're trying to prove here? Anybody have any questions? Anybody ever been placed in a situation where you had to do something, unfortunately? Okay, God forbid.
They get you in the back with your hands down.
They get you in the back, like with your hands down?
That's easier.
Same situation, just fall down. Fall
That
down.
or-
Well, what we've been taught is this too. We can step back like this. Then you got this hand open. Okay. But again, that takes a little bit more practice. But in essence, the quickest way, if somebody tries to grab you from behind, either it's a bear hug or you got your arms down. Okay, if somebody grabs you by your neck, same type of situation. Go ahead and grab me by the neck back here. Okay. There's basically a thumb. You grab this person's thumb or finger and just twist back. Okay, just twist back. Okay. But if you're down like this, somebody grabs you like that, fall down. And the other situation is women, especially women. Somebody grabs you, what are you going to yell? Fire. People respond to fire. They do not respond to, for younger women and stuff like that, they do not respond to rape. They respond to fire, okay? Or, help. They're not going to respond to that. Fire, yeah, because they might think, well, I might be in jeopardy here. There's a fire someplace. Everybody got the blazes out of here. So they respond to fire.
Okay, another. If they grab you from behind, okay, this is one of mine. All right, all got shoes on for the most part. You can turn your foot to the side, bring your leg up, go down and in that shin. You can imagine how much pain that is. But you don't stop there. When you get to the instep, stomp. Okay? So you're over here protecting your life. Nothing's pretty here.
And also the other part is, look at his head and my head. Boom. Get your head back, hit him right in the face.
And like we were saying before, like on Roadhouse, they're close. Most of you, I know most of you can't kick up here. Both of us, we could kick head high. I no longer can kick that high, I'm afraid, but
I can.
but you can at least kick knee high. Kick that knee in the front or in the side. In the front, you're taking the kneecap out. In the side, you're more or less breaking the leg. Okay? Just don't be afraid of doing it. You know? Oh,
Yes, ma'am.
What if you're afraid with a gun?
I'll tell you what, there are certain ways as far as you can disarm a gun, okay? Now, if I'm standing here and I've got a gun and I got it pointed out here, he can't do anything, okay? But if I'm closer right here, I can disarm him.
Yeah, you can do all kinds of
Okay,
different
I can
things.
disarm him, I can grab the bolt,
Yeah.
and I can twist it on him. But, and
the most
also,
part-
if you're like this, somebody says, all right, get your hands up, and he's got the gun right here, you don't want to have your hands here. You want to have your hands here. Here. Okay, now you already got your hand right here, and now here's the lethal blow. Okay? But if somebody's standing over here with a gun, stand up right here.
What do you want?
What do you want?
What do you want? Here, wallet,
Wallet,
keys,
keys,
here.
anything.
You want the
Okay?
keys? There they are.
Same
get 'em.
situation with a knife.
Yep.
Knife is a little bit different. It's
Yeah.
close up. Okay.
Yeah.
There are different ways you can disarm. He comes in, stabbing. Stab. Oh, here. Okay. Again, I got this hand right here, but I also got this hand right here, and I can break his arm. Same thing if I try to stab. Stabbing is basically when he blocks.
Yeah. And then, like
And
you
then
said,
comes
the
here,
same thing.
right here. Different ways, but that's getting a little bit more into as far as different types of combat area, technique areas, okay? But on a personal type basis, one-to-one type basis, somebody doesn't have a weapon, somebody's, like Master Rick said over here, if the kid is younger and more likely they're gonna attack older people, okay, so, and they don't wanna get themselves in too much trouble with a weapon, they're gonna use themselves as far as to overpower you. That's where your self-defense techniques come in, okay? Where you can at least try to protect yourself and get out of there. That's the whole point of self-defense is don't stick around, don't think you're a macho man and you're gonna fight that person. It's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. You just basically wanna get out of there and try to yell, fire! And somebody will come to assist you.
And those with a cane, there's so many things you can do with a cane. If nothing else,
Get away from me.
yeah. That, or if you got the one with the thing on the bottom. With this one,
Right here, shoulder.
right there, or right there, you can break an arm, you can break those,
Break the
you can hit.
clavicle.
Yeah, that's one thing we didn't mention. Most people don't know that the clavicle right here, your collarbone, you can hit it with just a hammer fist. Takes 6 pounds of pressure to break that little bone, but boy, is it painful. Only 6 pounds of pressure to break the collarbone, because it's a small bone. But like I said, with a cane, there's several things you can do. If he grabs me with both shoulders, you're gonna love this one. He can't move,
Can't move.
but guess what I can do? Okay?
As soon as he's got me like this, I can't move my arms because he's got me pinned.
Okay. If he's got the knife, like you said, he's coming at me with a knife.
Right?
Yeah. Come. Yeah. If he's gonna punch, like he's gonna, I can come across. Come across here, come this way, around, back.
But those are
That's-
pretty
yeah.
sophisticated techniques, okay?
The biggest
So-
thing is, of course, there's his foot again. Oh my instep really got hurt there. Yeah. So, like I said, with a cane, you've got a lot of different things that you can do. Toe bobble. Just say, don't be afraid. When you're punching or anything else, use power. power. Use power. You've got it. Every one of it. All right, just to let you know, what's the basic rule of physics? Mass times acceleration is your power, right? You've got the same mass I have. You just got to put a little acceleration into it. So you can hit just as hard as I did with the speed. Just twist your body. Hit it. Got that whole solar plexus. Hit it. You know? So, what else?
When you do use your palm, okay, that's still power. Okay, you're waving at doing, come on over here, you know, something like that. Basically, use your hips if you can.
Cut.
Okay?
If you're going to hit
That's the power.
hit them on
right
the
here.
side, right here, get a valve right here. You want to cut, get that in. Just like that. Open palm.
We call this a kicking pad or something like that. Okay, just to get a little concept as far as what we're
Do
talking
the
about.
elbows and knees.
Okay, like he's got that, and I'm talking about elbow again. Here, this way. Okay, doesn't take much power here. Okay. Knee, grab the person. Knees. Bring knees up. Kicking, same thing. Okay, basically
Front kick
front kick
to the groin.
to the groin, basically. And snap.
Get on the side.
There's also different kinds of techniques as far as kicking. We call this a side kick. Straight up. Here. Right here.
Like I said, all that's got to do, as far as that up as it's got to go, right here. That's as high as it needs to go, right there.
We call this like a practice plastic board for the kids, for even so for the adults, as far as doing palm, punch, things like that. So,
Open palm. Turn it the other way. Better. So then,
oh,
like that. That, yeah.
you want to try? Come on!
I want to break it.
You want to break it? Come on!
Come on down.
Okay.
Right here. Face me. All you want to do, you want to try to hit it right here.
Just part of your palm, right there.
Right there. Okay?
And
And what you want to do is
yeah, turn to the
on
side.
the side a little bit.
Yeah.
Knock him out, Vicky.
There you go.
That's what.
Jeez.
There we go.
There you go.
Senior center, right? Yeah.
Anybody else want to try?
And with Taekwondo or even yourself, what we do when we make a punch or a kick, we do what's called a kill. We let out a yell. What that does, lets all that energy out of your body, and it also scares the hell out of people. I mean, that's what we do.
Who's got a pacemaker?
But that's our normal. When we're doing a kick or a punch, we do a kill.
It doesn't take that much force, seriously. This board is rated at, for example, if you break this board, you can break about 1.5 inches of pine. So it's about that thick. So what she did, she could break it. Okay?
I won't get my pine trees this afternoon.
Okay. Don't get the
And
She says, I'm gonna sell my chainsaw.
and also, what she did, every one of you can do.
Yeah.
Every single one of you in this room can do that same thing.
Good. No, since no volunteer, I'll pick one.
Huh?
I'll pick somebody.
Oh, okay.
All righty. Yes, ma'am. You can do it. If you can't do it, standing up, you can do it sitting down. Okay?
Watch him
Okay.
now.
Use your hand this way. Open up your hand. Come on, man. Right there. You want to hit it right there. Okay? Okay? So push
Side
when
it
you
a
hit.
Yeah.
Yell at your son, daughter, grandson, boyfriend, husband, whatever.
Turn to the side a little bit. No, push.
Good. All right, since I got two ladies, how about a gentleman?
You didn't yell.
Ready? That's right. You left it like karate? And like Rick was saying, anybody can do it. Okay? Anybody can do it as long as you got the force a little bit. And it's not really per se force, it's a technique. Okay, like I said before, you're not going to break anything like this. Okay, you're going to basically put a little emphasis into it. And scream. Scares the blazes out of them. But
I'm sure the first one I shared with you might have woke you up a little bit.
but that's
But
the way.
that would be my normal key-off whenever I'm, doing any kind of kicks or when we were sparring and things like that.
Taekwondo is not only a martial art, it's also a sport. It's one of the two martial arts in the Olympics. One is judo, one is Taekwondo. I said one of two. It's not only a martial art, it's also a sport. It's basically a martial art. Two of them are in the Olympics, judo and Taekwondo. Okay, so it's also a sport. So the kids that come to our studio, they not only learn self-defense, but they also learn the sport of Taekwondo.
You
Yes.
have a class for seniors?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
We can go online and get some information about that?
You certainly can.
Okay.
You certainly can. So,
Okay, do we have any other questions? Any other interests? Yes, ma'am.
I was just thinking, when we go in and out of shopping and we're so distracted, by putting our groceries in the car and stuff like that, that distraction makes us very vulnerable. What should we be kind of thinking about when we come out of the store?
First thing you want to do is you want to look all around.
Right.
You want to make sure of your environment. So if you're looking all around, there's nobody around, you're going to feel a little bit easier. If there's somebody around that you don't like the looks of, go back in the store.
Yeah.
Tell somebody else to come and help
Help
you,
you.
walk with you out. Don't be alone.
get a security officer. Okay? Most of your stores have security officers and they can walk you out to the car. Also, ladies, do not carry your purse like this over your one shoulder. Wrap it around like this. Okay? Like the purse you got over here, just put it over your head like this on the side.
That way they can't walk up to you and
Just
gone.
rip it.
They're gone.
And they're gone. Okay?
Yeah.
So just wrap it around your head like this and keep it on the side. So, I'm pretty sure some of you ladies just carry it like this, don't you? All right, very simple.
I can't get mine over my shoulder.
Well, tough.
He took my man bag.
Because this man bag over here.
Other questions?
I keep on tripping on this.
Yeah,
over
me
here.
too.
Any other questions? Yes, ma'am.
First, I'll say a tip that I do when I go shopping, I put on fake jewelry.
Good
I
advice.
got a cheap ring that looks like a diamond.
Good advice.
Now, Larry,
Yep,
they can have it.
absolutely. Good advice, good advice. You know, we're trying to show some basic type things of self-defense, okay? We're not gonna go into real, you know, movie type stuff. And some of that stuff is good as far as on self-defense is concerned, but with self-defense, like we explained before, everything goes. Anything that you have on you, okay? Keys, glasses, as far as a cane, your purse, anything goes, okay? We just basically want to show as far as the capabilities that you do have in also using your hands.
And your
Try
feet.
try not to punch. You know, we have kids over at the studio when they first came in, everybody say, make a fist. Everybody goes like this. Well, that's one way of breaking your thumb. Okay, seriously. The other way is when they make a fist, they got the thumb sticking up. I said, what are you gonna do, hitchhike? You know, no, it's like this, roll over. And the punching technique is basically all your force is from your two front knuckles. You're basically displacing that power in those two front knuckles. That's where your power comes. That's why you see some of these people, when they do break boards or break brick, it's from these two knuckles.
But that's
where
why
your
we
force-
didn't want to get into trying to make a fist, because there is a lot to it.
You can break a hand if you don't know what you're doing.
Exactly. And that palm, we've all got it, we're gonna use this part of it, and it's got plenty of power. Like I said, saw that picture, that freaking thing that's this thick. It's just a palm strike. And all of us did that, didn't we?
Yes, we
As a
did.
matter of fact.
We did. Yes, ma'am.
I've got a question. If we do something like throwing our keys or something else, does that antagonize them anymore to hurt us?
No, because basically they were your car, right? And they've achieved their goal, okay? And you've achieved your goal. You're not getting hurt,
Okay.
okay? So maybe you still got your pocketbook, but maybe they got your keys, cars can be replaced, okay? You can't. Your family think, well, we can't replace her. So, yes, they've got the keys and that's it, all right? But if it's close up, then you got something to do about it too. You got your keys in your hand, like I said before, you can protect yourself. Yes, ma'am?
I've always heard many years ago that you should go and park with your driver's side facing the building, because there's always security from the building.
Well, with the security systems they got nowadays, they can pretty much see as far as all different angles, depending on what location, what store. Like say if you go to Walmart, I'm pretty sure they got all different angles as far as when they can visualize your vehicle. Okay, but yes, that is a good recommendation.
And like we said, the main thing when you go into your car is be observant. Look around. Is there anything out there that looks threatening? Is there anyone out there that looks threatening? So, you know, you've got to be observant and protect yourselves. There's another hand.
Being on that
Yes, ma'am?
How to use the key?
How do you use a key?
Yeah.
Basically, right here. Any key, you put it in between your fingers like this.
And you're gonna come across.
Come across, you open them right up, right here, okay? In the eyes, okay? So when you walk out of a store, Walmart or any other place, or CVS or anything like that, you know, you're not quite sure what there's out there, especially at night, okay? Just grab hold of your key.
And I'm coming at you.
Boom, here. Very simple. Okay. Another thing is, if you just got done writing something, a pen, a pencil, that's a weapon. You know, if you don't have a key, you got a pencil, you got a pen, that's a weapon.
That's what always gets me about all this security at the airport. I've seen people take scissors, little cuticle scissors away from people, yet they've got a pen in their pocket. I can take that pen right there and you are gone. I can take a wooden pencil in that. You know, it's like,
Same thing with cell phones. Cell phone is a weapon. Carry a cell phone. That could be a weapon. So anything that's available on the human body can be a weapon.
question, more, anybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Most of what you've talked about is, a lot of it is about defense against men. If there's anything special.
You use the same thing against women. Make no difference. Make no difference. Okay? The vulnerability of women is the same thing. As far as the solar plexus, clavicle, everything. Okay? So there's no difference on that. Anybody else?
Well, we hope you've picked up a few tips anyway that hopefully will help you.
That gentleman's got a cane, or that lady's got a cane, and she can do damage.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? They can do damage. But we enjoyed it. Okay? We enjoyed it. Our studio is Kim's Major Taekwondo in Loganville, Georgia. We're right across the street from Hobby Lobby, Panera. We're right next to Sonic's. So if you'd like to have some more information, please give us a call or stop on by. We'll be more than happy to help you out. And a website, we do have a website. It's www.kimsmajortkd.com. Thank you.
Hey, thanks a lot for tuning in. We're going to show you some of the dogs that are available for adoption right now at the Walton County Animal Shelter. You know, some great dogs and cats that keep coming through the shelter. Almost every day we get more. So the best way to keep up with it, if you go to waltonpets.net, we list them as they come in. There's a little bit about each animal there, the dogs and the cats. Unfortunately, we can't bring cats out to show you. So you can go to waltonpets.net to see their postings there. When you find one you're interested in, you can fill out an adoption application. We'll screen that, schedule a time for you to meet the dog or cat. We do have indoor and outdoor interaction areas, so whatever you're comfortable with. Can make sure it's the right home for you, the right pet for you, and then you can adopt. It's just a $50 adoption fee. We do the distemper parvo vaccine, the deworming. Most of the time they're heartworm tested, and we give you a voucher for their rabies shot. So a dog pretty much ready to go for $50. All you have to do is get them spayed and neutered, and there's a lot of great vets in the area that'll do that for a discounted price. So go right now to waltonpets.net and you can see all the dogs and cats that we've got listed that are needing homes.
Okay. This is Daffodil. She is a gorgeous 2-year-old pit mix. She was a stray picked up and no owners have come in to find her. She's super sweet and very playful. Show your face.
This is River. He is an owner surrender. He's about a 10-year-old boxer. We're calling him River. We don't know his real name. He is an unneutered male, and he is very, very sweet.
This is Chocolate. He's a stray pit bull mix that came into the shelter about a week ago. No owners come to look for him yet, so he's really needing a new home. He's heartworm negative, been vaccinated, dewormed, and he loves to play with other dogs. So come on down and adopt this sweet guy.
This is Lily. She is probably a little under a year old. She was a stray turned into us at the beginning of the week, and she is ready for a good, loving home, and she is super sweet.
Here we have a male pit. He is not neutered. He's got some brindle markings on him. He's about a year old. Really sweet. He would make somebody a good pet.
Hello, I'm Kenny Sargent with Keep Walton Beautiful in the Walton County Recycling Center. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. It's springtime here and we're wide open here at the center. I don't know when this is going to air, but we're right here at Earth Day. I wanted to remind everyone that it is Earth Day. I hope everyone will set aside a little bit of time to to think about what Earth Day means and what it's about. You know, we can all do our part to be more friendly to our environment and to the earth, and to leave our next generation a planet that's as good as we found it. And I do think that's a duty of all of ours. So just want to encourage you to take a little bit of time to think about Earth Day and what it means. If you're not recycling now, it's a good time to maybe start recycling some of the simpler things that you can recycle that almost all private haulers take. Things like cardboard and your plastic water bottles and laundry detergent bottles and milk jugs, things like that. If you don't have a recycling bin now, and if you're using a private hauler, or if you're using the city of Monroe or whatnot, they'd be happy to get you a recycling bin out to you to start recycling. And if you are an avid recycler, then you know, dig into some new things you can be recycling. There's a lot of things going on in the recycling industry, and I can almost assure you there's new things that you can be recycling and doing to cut down on the amount of waste we're putting in landfills in our state. So again, a happy Earth Day to everyone, and I hope that everyone will take a few minutes of time out just to consider why it's important. Also wanted to take a second to thank everyone that came out to our Loganville document destruction event. We partnered up with the Loganville Lions Club at City Hall back in April, or earlier in April, and it was a wonderful event. We ended up with 114 cars came through that day, and we were only there 2 hours. And we had that many cars come through. I got an email from the company that we partnered with that provided the shredding truck, and we had over 3,000 pounds of paper that was brought in to be properly handled. So it was a wonderful event. Look forward to doing something like that again in the future. And you know, if you're a part of an organization or a business or anything, and you're interested in partnering up for something like that, we'd be happy to do it. Be happy to, you know, help you get that set up, provide the details, be there to help work the event. It's a wonderful opportunity to advertise your organization at these events. So give us a call here at the Recycling Center. We'd be happy to work with you anytime. And looking forward, we are going to have a paint collection event here in May. That will be Saturday, May 14th from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. The pricing for the paint collection has remained the same. It will be $3 per gallon. I'm sorry, that is incorrect. It will be $3 per bucket for latex paint, and it'll be $4 per bucket for oil-based paint. And the reason I got that mixed up is because in the past that is how we've done it, and year before last we realized that the company was charging us by the bucket and not by the gallon. So they stressed to us that we pass that on to where the charge is by the container and not by the gallon. So what I would encourage you to do is if you've got just partial cans of paint, as long as it's latex paint, all latex paint that you're mixing in one bucket is perfectly fine to take those partials and make one full bucket out of it. And the same can be done with oil-based, as long as you're keeping the oil-based and the latex separated. And if you have any other questions, they also accept things like epoxies and compounds and stain and other stuff. Just give us a call if you have anything that you think's questionable about us taking. And I'd be happy to tell you if those are accepted and if they're what the charge may be for those items. So give us a call about that. It's one of our larger events. We normally only do it once a year on America Recycles Day, but we constantly get calls. We've been doing it now for at least 5 years in a row. We've done it at least once a year. And you would think that would give you plenty of time to get most of the excess or old paint that people had laying around the house. But you know, we average about somewhere in the neighborhood of 1,500 gallons of paint at every one of these events. So apparently we're never going to run out of old paint to be gotten rid of. So with all the calls we've been getting, we decided that we were going to try to do 2 this year, and maybe that will work out better, and that may be something we continue to do every year if we continue to get those amounts of paint. So again, if you have any questions about the event, give us a call here at the Recycling Center. We'll answer any questions we can. Our number here is 770-267-1421. So just write that date down again. It's Saturday, May 14th from 8 to 12. We will be doing a paint event here at the Recycling Center. One other thing I wanted to point out, it is that time of year, and we've already been seeing it here quite a bit, and it's something you've probably heard me say a million times, but we just want to save you a trip down here to the center and us just have to turn you away. Your things like tree limbs, shrubs, grass clippings, all of those items, yard debris, need to go to an inert landfill. We have so many people we turn around down here, and now that it's that time of year for all of the trimming and all to be going on, it's really starting to pick up. So we have several inert landfills in the county, and that is where those items need to go. Give us a call. We can direct you to the one nearest to you, and help you handle that in any way we possibly can, but it just can't be accepted here. It simply won't be accepted at where we try to take our household trash. They will turn our trucks around if we're have yard waste and any inert items in there. So again, we'll help you out with that, but we will have to turn you away if you come here. It can't be accepted here. And speaking of things I've said a million times, I'll say again, like I always do, I want to encourage anyone that's never been out here to the center or been able to get an idea of what we're doing here to come in. Let us show you what we do here. Let us help you get started recycling. Let us help you find new things to recycle. We can answer any other environmental questions you have. We can help you get started composting, any of those things. If you have questions about any of that, give us a call. Come out and see us. We'll walk you through, show you what we do here, but we'd love to have you. So until next time, everyone take care.
Good.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us today. I'm Vicki Gassaway, the Director for Walton County Senior Citizens Council, and I just wanted to talk to you about what we're doing here. We have reopened from COVID, and I'm so thankful to be back in business again. We have made a few changes. We are still closed on Fridays for sanitization, but so far we've been maintaining a safe environment so that we have not had any, thank the Lord, outbreaks here. We've had a few people who have had COVID, but we're back in business. So I just want to talk to you about what we're doing here now, and that includes some different things. So we still do the congregate meals. People can come in and have lunch with us. We've continued the home delivered meals during this entire process. But we also do a drive-through now on Mondays and Thursdays because there are still some people who don't feel quite comfortable in coming in, even though we take precautions and try to keep people somewhat socially distanced. And if people choose to wear a mask, and they certainly may do that too. So our goal is to keep you safe above all else. So we do several things to try to make that happen.
In addition to the drive-through, we're having the meals in-house and just having people loving to be able to come back in and socialize with one another. We continue our regular activities like we do Prices Right on Mondays. We have bingo on 2 days now, so we do it on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then on Wednesday, we do an exercise class that is really popular. Some of you may be familiar with Dallas Haupt, who does a lot of the exercise programs down at Fish and some other places, but that gives you a really good workout. And you know, exercise can make such a difference in your entire well-being. So we encourage you to come here to take part in any or all of those activities that you'd like to do. We also have been successful in writing a grant, so we got an extra day of exercise on Tuesday, actually at Mr. Hopp's facility. We are doing a self-defense class that's coming up, and unfortunately nowadays that's a really good thing to have. We're doing a flower arranging class at some point, and just several different things. We had a fire extinguisher class, so we learned how to use that, and we're able to distribute some fire extinguishers to use in the home. So we're so thankful that we're able to do some of those things now and have gotten some funding so that we can do that. But you know, the thing that people really like here are our trips, and we are back in business for that too. So we're full, so unfortunately if you're watching this, you probably don't have a chance to go to these trips, but you need to come up and get on our list to see what else is coming up. But we do plan to take a smaller group of probably about 25 to Myrtle Beach for a 3-night trip. That's going to be in May. And then our overnight trip for an extended period is going to be going to Branson. So we're just doing the whole works. We're going up through to the Mississippi River and going to take a dinner cruise on that. We're going up to Arkansas and seeing what they refer to as a Holy Land experience, where you get to take a tour and see some of the Bible characters out walking. And then we're going to go over to Branson. We're going to be doing everything from going to some shows, going to museums, taking a train ride. So it promises to be a really exciting time. But you know, the best thing about this is getting to be with other people and enjoying everybody's company. So if you are 60 or older, or the spouse of somebody who is 60 or older, we invite you to come and be a part of us. We're located here at 1400 South Madison Avenue in Monroe. We also have a site in Loganville on Tom Brewer Road, and we have a site in Social Circle that still has not opened back up for full business, but we're in the works of doing some things with that. So we have a great time here. And if you think you're too young to be coming to a senior center, you're wrong. It's fun. If you're a 60 or older, come and just have a great time with us. Enjoy the fellowship that we have. Enjoy the good food that we have. We're having a special Mother's Day program coming up. So we invite you to join us and come and just take part. And actually, we are one other thing that we're doing that people have requested is on the first Friday night concerts that the city has, the seniors are getting a table. So we're going to go and have dinner there and enjoy the good music. So lots of fun coming up, and we hope you'll come and take part with us. If you want to give us a call to get more information, the number is 770-267-6589, and we'd welcome you here. Thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
Welcome to another edition of Walton Entertainment. Today we'll have more news, information, and entertainment from your local hometown.